Welcome back to Orzia again. Oh, I'm a little late today because I have been watching a friend of mine on his Twitch channel over at That Slime Online react to the Fanfest in. Okay, wonderful. And it should be quiet because we're in a quiet place. Thank you for giving us our audio heads up, Krill Holder. Anyway, I have been watching a friend of mine react to the Fanfest in Berlin, which oddly enough seemed to be held in English. It makes no sense to me. Why would you hold your Berlin Fanfest in English? But whatever the reasons, I got here just a little bit late, so we'll probably run a little long tonight to make up for it. Fanfest, important things announced. There will be crossovers. There will be an Evangelion crossover, which won't mean that much to you unless you're into classic anime. And there will be and yeah, this is a spoiler, so fingers and ears. There will be an FF7 crossover with gear and equipment and what all. It's going to be we figure, our guess where it's going to be the long raid series, like Nier was. Nier was the long raid series. It was originally a short raid series, but it kind of blossomed. Let's see, what else? We got some more about Beastmaster, and he's going to be playing a Beastmaster. He has been one of the individuals looking for this for a long time. So he spent run a little faster. Somehow I turned that off. I do not know how that happened. But my sneak was off. And now I can't get it back. I have to wait until that Mamulja wanders off. Which will be confusing to anybody who's recently been playing Dawn Trail. Anyway, so he went over how the combat and progression for that's gonna work, because it's another alternative class, limited class, like Blue Mage, that has a weird form of progression. And like I said, he's been looking forward to this for quite a while. Let's see what else. And of course, Evercold's coming. What does it now? I am a teetotaler. I do not drink for basically all the reasons. I do not drink. But what does it say about my youth and development, that every time I hear or see Evercold, my brain says Everclear? I am waiting for the day that comes out loud in the middle of a conversation in game somewhere, and I get mocked for it. Let's see what else. Everclear is apparently going to be a very different way of doing things as far as layout works. They're doing a if you are of a certain age, when I say choose your own adventure, you are going to automatically think of a series of books. And the way these books worked is you would start reading the book. And I gotta take another step back here. I'm at like 4 steps deep here at this point. The way books work, you have conversation, interaction, movement through space, plot, and then you come to a conflict. Now, conflict doesn't necessarily mean a battle. It just means that a situation arises where you have to make a choice, or there is an obstruction that has to be moved, or a battle that has to be won, and then you have to resolve that conflict, and you go back to conversations and actions and this, that, and the other thing. And what made Choose Your Own Stories different was that you got to the end of the page right before the conflict is addressed, whatever that conflict was, and it gives you choices. And it says, if you choose this, go to this page and read there. And if you choose this other thing, go to this other page and read there. And you read until you hit the next conflict and get redirected to the next page. And every time you read it, it can be different. I'm not getting any of my fishing stuff. It's supposed to be in here. I'm getting a little miffed. I wonder which one this is. It's the rats. 13 minutes. Maybe I'll go back and do that. But that's how you progress through a Choose Your Own Adventure book. And 14 has done something like this with, like, I keep trying to say Criterion, and it's not Criterion. With some of the new dungeons, like the Sildon water system, and the Aloha Island. The word for the kind of dungeon that is won't come to my head right now. But that's how plot is going to be structured. Overland pond mussel. Now I'm getting crafting ingredients, but I'm not getting the fish I need for the quest. That's extremely irritating. Alright. Well, Churcharoon's not going to get his warm water trout today. Let's see. All right. So once we hit Evercold, stories will progress in a way I found reminiscent of the choose your own adventure mode of storytelling. And the reason they're going to do that is if you've played Dawn Trail, when you got to Tuliolo, you're and massive spoilers here, so if you don't want the spoilers, fingers in your ears, la 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 la. Much la la lying if you much la la lying if you don't want spoilers. The way the main story progressed in Dawn Trail was you got to Tuliolo, and from Tuliolo, the problem was overall was that you had competing successors to a throne, and your host, the guy whose throne was going to be inherited eventually, set up a contest for his kids, adopted and blood, to engage in to pick the heir to the throne. And one of the things they were allowed to do is assemble a group to help them. And so he for this contest, you've been asked to help one of the heirs, and for this contest you've got objectives in 3 different regions. And so from Tuliolo, you can go to any of those regions and start there. Now, the game kind of assumes you're going to follow a certain pattern, but technically, to a certain extent, you kind of don't have to. You can only go so far in one area without moving to one of the other areas, however. Apparently, come Evercold, you're going to be able to complete the entire section in a given area that has multiple lines you can follow. You'll have like quest line 1, quest line 2, quest line 3, and you won't have to switch back and forth between the quest lines. You can finish all of one quest line and then move on to the next set of quests, to the next portion of the game. So, and this isn't completely foreign, even from the beginning of 14, because you start 14 in one of 3 places, and to a certain extent, even if you're in Gridania and Ul'dah, but absolutely if you're in Lanaska, you have to complete that set of intro content before you can do anything else. So apparently this is going to become the way things work going forward. You complete a set of you complete a level of the story, that has multiple quest lines you could complete, but you get to pick which quest line you're going to finish before you move to the next level of the story. All right, I think that covers all of the really cool information that that we covered in the show that made me late. We'll just call it the show that made me late, so I can further absolve myself of responsibility for starting late. And even if there were other important things to cover, I am not going to cover them because I was going to cover them until I got back here, and now I'm back here. All right. When we left last time, we had been sent out on another fussy quest by what's his face, the hero. No, I don't remember his face. His sense of sartorial style is bad, and his personality's worse. So I forget him quickly. He sent us on another wild dodo chase. Ha 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 ha. See the dodo. It's actually kind of a wild go-boo-boo chase. And we're going to have to fight some wild go-boo-boos before he will tell us anything else. We're going to go ahead and push main story today, get it as far as Bray Flock's long stop. We might or might not do the long stop today. I don't know. It depends on how the time looks by the time we get that far. Long stop is one of those dungeons that has many side paths, or at least it can have many side paths. I'm going to go ahead and clear this fate because I don't want it in the way. And I've gotten out of sync, or if I don't get back in sync during this fate, we may also go off air for a second for technical reasons. I don't want to. Much of the next little bit happens in front of this mill here, and so if I can clear the fates, I'm gonna. We need to get the galagos out of the way. And when we're doing it, we have to be... Oh. Yeah, I'm definitely getting out of sync here. We have to be careful of the dodos because we've got to sync down to 13, and too many dodos at level 13 are a problem. I don't have my geared over here anymore, and I miss it. 2 more to go. Yep. Aha. I got a bonus to XP. Yeah, this is awful. I'm not going to be able to fight the fights I got coming like this. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and take a breather and see if we can get this resynced. Okay, hopefully that solved that problem. I do seem to be able to... It jumps when I tell it, it spins when it tells it. I do seem to be able to function. Okay, let's talk to Trachtoum. You again? And that Gooboo was what was harassing the Millers is dead? Didn't think you had it in you, then sure still took you forever and a day to get the job done. I'm still not sure if I should tell you our secrets. There's no secrets for you to tell me because you're a nincompoop and you know nothing. That is not an improvement. So, as we say in the vernacular... Go on, take the money and run. Especially since I'm at 240,000, another 60,000, and I'll be maxed. I've started teleporting just to stay ahead of it. And see, there's 12,000. Oh, no, that's XP. There's 2,400 coming at me right now. So, as I was saying, I still don't know if you've got what it takes to face Titus. Oh, I am gonna hit him, and it's gonna be such a relief when I do. Maybe if you slew, Trachtoum? You in here drinking again? If you are, that Go-Boo-Boo had better be dead. Oh, it's dead, Chief. You have me word on that. Cleaved the beast's skull in two with me trusty axe, I did. Is that a fact? And what will your friend here say if I ask her? She'll vouch for me, of course. Ain't that right, friend? No, you're a lying son of a duck who won't tell me what I want to know because you don't know it, so I'm not vouching for you. Tell me true. Was it Trachtoum who slew that Go-Boo-Boo? Or was it you? It was me. Chief? What are you saying? It's me, Trachtoum, the finest axeman ever to serve in the company of heroes. The legendary mercenaries who slew that bastard Titus. Titus? Titus? Who in the seven hells is Titus? Some primal you fought in a drink-sodden dream? The company of heroes slew Titan, you bloody half-wit. Well, see, Titus was what me and the lad used to call him. That's the biggest load of Sahagan shite I've ever heard. Both of you, outside, we'll learn the truth the mincing way. Trachtoum, if you didn't slay that Go-Boo-Boo, you may consider your contract revoked. Don't look at me, dude. Well, I have slammed his fashion sense before, but at least he's color coordinated. Alright. Gray Fleet Miller. It's going to sink me down to 34, which I can live with. Oops, we have a problem. Alright, you know the rules. First one to smash their boulder will be judged the Go-Boo-Boo Slayer. And don't even think about trying to kill me, that's cheating. Who picked these boulders? They're nothing alike. Ah, hell with it. Let the contest begin. Cheat.
alright, I admit it. I lied about being in the company of heroes. But I'm begging you, Chief, please don't dismiss me. I've learned me lesson, honest I have. Save your blubbering, Trachtoum. Gods, I should have known. Mercy, please, I didn't want to deceive you, I swear. It's just that I kept getting turned away by the folk I asked for work, and I panicked.
See, the last job I had was at Costa del Sol, and there was this grizzled marauder everyone treated like royalty. When I heard he was captain of the company of heroes, I finally understood why. I wasn't being serious when I said I was one of them, but you went and believed me, Look, his name was Wastegate, okay? Wastegate. He'll tell you how to defeat Titus or whatever the hell that thing's name is. That's what you wanted, ain't it? So come on then, tell the chief to forgive me. It's only fair. No, it's not fair. But you're just too pathetic. Well, we're gonna go jog over to... I guess I could teleport. Seems like such a waste, though. It's just over the shoulder of